Now that we have created our first instance, let us go ahead and claim our first phone number. I'll click Get Started, and the welcome screen comes up. Click Let's Go, and it takes you to the page for claiming a phone number. You may also get this pop-up asking permission to use your computer's microphone. Go ahead and click Allow so that you can make and receive calls from this computer. Now here you need to select the country from where you want the number and the type of number, that is if it is a DID number or a toll-free number. I'll select the country as New Zealand and leave the type as direct dial, which is DID. And now it'll show me a list of phone numbers from which I can select. I'll leave this first option and click Next. Then it says make a call to this number. So I'm going to call this number now from my cell phone, and you will hear the default IVR options. And when I select the option to route to an agent, you will see the call coming in through onto this little embedded soft phone. This is called the Contact Control Panel, or CCP.
Hello, thanks for calling. These are some examples of what the Amazon Connect Virtual Contact Center can enable you to do. Press 1 to be put in queue for an agent. 2 to secure. This flow demonstrates changing the priority of an individual contact in the queue and will allow you to request a call back and be called when an agent is available. Press 1 to move to the front of the queue, or press 2 to move behind existing The time in queue is less than 5 minutes. Press 1 to go into queue, or 2 to enter a callback number.
Alright, so we can see the call has come through. I'll go ahead and accept the call. And you have the option to hold, mute, etc. And if you want to transfer this call to another number, you can go to Quick Connects, and if you have saved a number in Quick Connects, you will see that here. Otherwise, you can simply type the number you want to dial here, select the country code, and call. You'll notice that only few countries are listed here. I'll show you why in a minute. For now, I'll end this call, and you can see my status is automatically set to after call work, which means I'll not get another call until I clear this contact by clicking this clear contact button. This is a feature used in almost all call centers because once the agent has completed a call with the customer, he or she will have some additional work to do, like documenting the call, processing a request, etc. So during this time, if a new call comes in, it'll be routed to another available agent who is not on after call work status. Now once the agent is ready to take the next call, they can click clear contact and they should start getting the calls. Alright, now let me show you why you saw only few countries when you try to make an outbound call. If you go to this link, https://docs.aws.amazon.com/connect, and click the administrator guide. Then click service quotas on the left hand side. And if you scroll down, you will see this section, countries you can call. By default, Amazon Connect allows you to call only to these countries. However, if you want to add more countries or remove any country, you need to submit a request to change the service quota by clicking this link. Alright, so we have successfully claimed a phone number and tested an incoming call. So I'll click continue and we will land on the Amazon Connect dashboard. Now let's close this window completely and see how to log into Amazon Connect from the scratch. I'll launch Google Chrome again and type aws.amazon.com. Click sign into the console and it'll automatically take me in, as I did not log out before closing the window. And you can see Amazon Connect under recently visited services. And if you don't see, just search under this find services field. So I'll click that and you can see my Amazon Connect instance. Now if I click this URL, it'll take me to the Amazon Connect login page. However, we still haven't created any user accounts in Amazon Connect yet, because if you remember in the last video, we skipped the part where it asked us to create an administrator account. So I'll close this tab and click on this instance alias link which says busy ping. And here you can see emergency access, and it gives a warning that this login method will give you full permission within the Amazon Connect instance and should not be used for day-to-day operations. That's right, so it is always recommended to create a separate administrator account within Amazon Connect instead of using this root administrator access. For now, we will log in with the emergency access and later we will create an administrator account. Once I create an administrator account, I can use this login URL to log in with that account. Okay, so I'll click login for emergency access. And I'm back on the dashboard again. Alright, so in the next video, I'll walk you through the Amazon Connect user interface and the various options.